now, so it's on. You can start whenever you're ready.
Okay, so our topic is a discussion on the impact of technology on communication, and I just had a little introduction here. So before this age of technology, I feel life was a lot simpler. Technology has played a major role in developing our society, changing every part of the way that we live, from the way that we learn to the clothes we wear. The part of our lives that is most impacted is the way that we communicate and interact with one another. The amount of new technical information is doubling every 2 years, and 2 billion people a day search Google, which I was amazed at, like when I read that, 2 billion a day. In the light of all this, I thought it'd be good we can take a look at the advantages and disadvantages of communication. So anybody like to start with the advantages maybe of the impact of communication technology?
Well, I suppose the main advantages would be that it's instant and easy to contact anybody worldwide. Like if you have friends abroad, you can see them as they are on Skype, and it's so easy to keep in contact with people that have gone away, family, friends, the whole lot. And I suppose as well, the disadvantages would be that the interpersonal relationships, the face-to-face contact would be breaking down. I feel anyway, especially like with my own children, I see it, that they'd be sitting at home on the laptop instead of like we used to do, cycling over the road to meet the buddies and all that sort of crap. So
I think for the less money as well, for example, like you send by email rather than send by post, and for the post, the stamp, it's cost the money, but if you send by email, it's no money.
That's true.
You can find the information easier in the Google. If you search on the Google, every information will come out.
Yes, it's easy.
It's easy. And they have many different type of the iPad.
I think another thing is body language. Your texting or email is another big thing.
Yes.
That a person might be nervous, or they might be sad or lonely or something, and you can't tell because you can't see them.
That's right.
And if you're with them, you can tell straight away if they're upset or something, and you'd find it easier to be sensitive with them or whatever,
Yeah.
And I suppose it can be very educational as well, all the different programs on the internet, the educational programs, and even the telly, all the programs they have on it as well. And it's easy to advertise, for businesses to advertise, and for people if they're selling or buying or whatever they want to get rid of.
Also, you can buy it online.
You can buy online or sell
You
online.
can use them 7 days a week, 24 hours.
Never closes.
All the time.
Communication, it's very easy now with mobiles and emails, and it's great to be able to keep in touch with everyone. And it gives students great educational opportunities that the older generation could only dream about, I suppose. And also you can even date someone with the dating websites online and all that kind of thing. And you can Skype and all that right now. We'll see what else.
Yeah, the Skype is brilliant.
Yeah, it's very
see
good.
the person.
Brings them closer to you.
It does.
Also, with the advancements in communication, we'll say it has made it possible for all the businesses to promote faster communication worldwide. And one of the negative effects it has on young people is that they seem to be, on texting or on Bigo or on Facebook an awful lot. It should have been out in the fresh air, and they can become addicted to the internet and that, Also, there can be a dangerous element with certain people that would be logging on and maybe viewing indecent images of children online and that kind of thing.
And also trends.
Sorry. So, What else could I say? I suppose.
I suppose on the same note,
Yeah. Mm.
you know, you can have people going on websites
Yes.
trying to get personal information.
That's right.
You know,
That's
with
another
children
thing.
and
Yes, that's it.
viewpoints and
Yes.
kids.
Yes. Yeah. That's it.
You know,
Yeah.
even burglars and that, they could be on
Oh.
Facebook trying to figure out
Yes.
who's on holidays. And
Yes,
all
Yes,
that.
I heard
yeah,
that. I heard
yeah,
that. That's what they do. They go into
Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah.
Facebook and
Yes.
see where people are saying, I'm
Yeah.
going for 2 weeks
Yeah.
holidays.
Or wedding.
Yeah,
Or
I know.
another wedding and funeral.
Then
Yes.
I know the areas
Yes.
and where you're living, they can see everything on screen, obviously.
Yeah, they want to put it in their picture.
That's it.
And for the disadvantage, and it is very bad for the health as well. That if you have too long watching for the computer, you can get, you can lose your eyesight or lack of communication with your family, or I think for your health and backache or something like that.
Yeah.
And if your lack of sleep, maybe you got headache or your health are not you're not healthy.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
And I suppose too, it's very difficult for parents to monitor children and see what they're up to on any website
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
go into as well.
Yeah, it would need, if they should have the, especially for young children, the computer in, we'd say, in an area where they can supervise.
Yes.
In the
Definitely.
kitchen or the sitting room,
Definitely.
instead of in their bedrooms.
Yeah, in
You know,
private.
yes, you can
Yeah.
keep an eye on what sides they're going into there.
Sometimes.
Yeah, well,
But for the children, they're very clever. Maybe they might write some word that you don't understand it. Maybe they not tell you straight away. If you did text message, they give very short word.
Yeah, they use the search
They
word.
do their own
Yeah,
words.
their own word.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
You-
what,
you don't know
that's
what
what I
they
feel.
mean.
Yeah.
Spelling, I think that's a big thing. You know, because I used to think I was quite good at spelling, like, but my young fella, I noticed him. He used to be able to spell great, but since using all the text and they have their own language,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah.
and you'll find him he's actually he's writing down and spelling things the way that he would text, like, you know. So I think that's been a bit of a disadvantage as well.
It is,
like,
yeah, yes, it's not helping their writing
No.
skills or
If we
their
use
reading
if
skills.
we use that a lot, is we forgot the spelling. so I
Yes,
think,
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Mm.
But at the same time, I suppose it keeps us up to date as well with everything that's happening worldwide. You know,
Yeah.
the current affairs, the news, the whole lot. It keeps us in touch with what's happening everywhere.
I suppose if we can manage to have some rules and stick to some simple guidelines,
Yes.
the advantages will outweigh the disadvantages,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
Yeah, and even simple things like if you're traveling somewhere, to get road directions,
Yes.
I find that very helpful.
Oh, yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, you know, it prints them out for you.
Yeah.
The AA road watch or whatever you call
That's
it.
true.
Yeah, and it just takes you from your doorstep to
Yeah.
where you want to go.
Yeah.
I find it better than the navigation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sat nav, is
The
it?
sat nav,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
GPS.
But,
But for me, it is because my first language is not English yet,
Yeah.
and it's very good for me that I can Google and dictionary and look up in
Oh,
my
yes,
own
yes.
language. And
Word.
Yes.
Translation.
Oh,
Yeah.
translation, yeah,
Translation.
that's very good, yeah.
We
My
have
kids
Korean.
use that.
We have Korean dictionary in website too.
Yeah.
Korean.
Or Korean dictionary.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah.
And I suppose some people too, I was doing a bit of reading up on it, you know, if you watch a lot of crime and that on telly or whatever, it can lead you to live that sort of lifestyle. You know, if you
Yes.
see it, you do it, in some cases.
Yes.
And,
Yeah. Hacking. People can hack and viruses and
Yeah,
identity.
that's the
Identity.
danger.
your
Credit
personality
card
Yes,
theft
yeah.
and all that kind of
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
That's a big thing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
There was a
Like,
lot about that lately as well
There was.
on the news there, do you know.
Yeah. Mm. Eileen, have you any points there?
I'm just thinking there that, you know, I think it's very rude to see people, you may be having a dinner or you might
Yes.
be in a conversation with somebody and there they are
Yeah.
texting on their phone.
Oh,
Very
yes,
true.
I know.
It's very,
It's
rude,
yes,
very,
it is,
very
yeah.
rude,
Yes,
isn't it? You know?
They always do it.
Yeah, well, they hear actually, yeah. I suppose young people doesn't,
Yeah.
you know, doesn't realise, I suppose,
Yeah.
that it can be kind of offensive or.
you know, it's part of the norm now.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it is, you know. Yeah.
And even when they're driving along, I mean, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
They're texting
It
as
is,
well, you know.
yeah.
I think it's more traditional that maybe, but
Very dangerous.
it's very dangerous, yeah.
Driving
Yeah.
by phone.
And I also, you know, there's big issues now about bullying. You know, that Ask FM, I think that is a terrible
Yes.
one.
Oh,
Where you
that's a terrible
ask-
side, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can ask any
Yeah.
question on it, like, what do you think about so and so?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how it is.
They were trying to get that banned, but are trying to put some sort of
Yes.
security on it. You know, after those girls, remember the 2 girls that died?
Yes.
But I don't know, is there any restrictions? They might have put some restrictions on it,
Okay.
hopefully. But,
I suppose that's the way it has its advantages and its disadvantages.
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully we can all use it
Yes.
to our disadvantage.
To our advantage.
And-
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay, I think
Is that
that's it.
it?